Hi there, nice to see that you've written another set of essays for us. Let's take a look at what you have done in this particular set. The topic is, nowadays, many people spend a lot of money on weddings. Do the benefits of this outweigh the disadvantages? Let's see what you said. Whether people should spend a lot of money on weddings or not has been a topic of debate, in some parts of the world, especially in the East. Although some people believe that the union of two people should be a grand event, it must not be forgotten that newlyweds would also need to start thinking of their future. Should, not would. This essay will argue that spending a lot of money on weddings would have more disadvantages than benefits. Okay, fine. In some countries, weddings are considered as a huge event and should be celebrated immensely to mark the union of two people to show the importance of the event. For example, in research, not our research, because research is uncountable, so you can't put A in front of it. In research conducted by Harvard University, we try to avoid this construction they. Who they? So instead, you should say it is reported or it was reported. So it was reported that Indian weddings are among, not one, because it's not one Indian wedding. Indian weddings are among the most expensive weddings compared to other countries. Most Indians invite a lot of guests, not would, sometimes amounting to more than 700, and serve food for days. Additionally, the money spent can be considered as an investment for the couple. This would put pressure on the couple to make the marriage work based on the amount of money spent. Therefore, it is clear that there are benefits to spending a lot of money on weddings. Okay, now as far as your arguments go, I understand this one, the one that starts with additionally. But what I don't really understand is this. I mean, we already know that people spend a lot of money on weddings. So it sounds like you're trying to say that they do it to show how important it is. But I really do feel like it's like a circular argument. It's not really supporting it. It's just you're kind of just, what you're saying is going a little bit around in circles. So you show the importance of events. I mean, for example, it's almost as if you're implying here that since Indian weddings are among the most expensive, that means that Indians consider marriage to be more important than other cultures. And I don't think that's what you're trying to say. So I would have liked you to structure your argument a little more linearly here. There were many ways you could do this. I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about it because I think that you can come up with a number of different ways. Let's see. So one of the things you could have said is that this custom is found in many other cultures throughout the world that truly value the union of spouses, such as XYZ country. Or alternatively, you could have said, in contrast, families that do not spend a lot of money are gossiped and regarded badly by family, etc., etc., etc. So there were a lot of ways you could have developed this, but you did need to sort of show how these things are connected, okay? All right, let's move on. On the other hand, spending a lot of money can have a negative impact on the couple financially at the start of their lives. With all the money spent on a single day for the wedding, the couple would have to work double time to recover the expenses. This pressure could potentially lead, without the S, because you have could lead, to misunderstandings and fights, which can eventually lead to separation. For example, a recent empirical study. Again, you can't use A with research, so it's either a study or recent empirical research by Oxford University shows that couples with extreme financial issues are most likely to file divorce due to disagreements on money. Consistent with this line of thinking is that couples, S, should think about the start of their lives after the wedding and not only about the day itself. Thus, it is possible to state beyond doubt that the disadvantages of spending too much money on weddings outweigh the benefits. Okay, fine. Based on the arguments and examples above, I firmly believe that spending a lot of money is more disadvantageous than beneficial. Okay, it's adjective, adjective. As wedding couples should spend, we don't really say that wedding couples, we usually say the bride and groom should spend less on the wedding and more on their future. It is predicted that spending wedding money more on the start of the couple's lives, S apostrophe, would lead, what? It is predicted that spending wedding money more on the start of the couple's lives would lead to a more happier future. Happier. Fine. Yes. Okay, it's fine. So there were just a couple of those areas that need to be worked on in terms of the task achievement. Okay, the way you develop the topic. That was a little bit of a problem here, so I'd like to see that changed. The rest of the essay was fine. It was well structured. You could have shown a little more advanced grammar and advanced vocabulary. There really wasn't much in terms of less common vocabulary or higher level collocations. So I would like to see you experimenting with some things like that. Other than that, everything was fine. I already mentioned the topic development portion. So again, I would like to see a little higher level vocabulary, some less common lexical items there. Okay? Alrighty, so let's keep going. Let's look at your job application cover letter. Dear Sir or Madam, I would like to express my interest in applying for the position of technical consultant as posted in your website. On your website. With my more than 4 years of experience in a similar role for one of the most successful startup companies here in Singapore, I believe that I would be a perfect fit for the job. In my 4 years of working in Friartuck as a technical consultant, I was able to successfully provide solutions to technical issues encountered by our clients. These issues include troubleshooting and configuration of the client software application and deployment of tools in the server. I am also responsible for training and mentoring new employees to help them get up to speed with the knowledge needed for our team. The energy and enthusiasm that I have for the position are unmatched, because it's two things. Energy, 1, enthusiasm, 2, are unmatched. I am willing to go above and beyond my work to not only support we usually say not only to support, but okay, other teams for work-related activities, but also in helping out committees for some recreational activities needed outside of work. I'm looking forward to hearing from you to further discuss my application. You can contact me through my mobile number and email address in the CV attached. Thank you, and I am hoping for your kind consideration. Sincerely yours, Rodolfo Roberto. Okay, it's lovely. It's really well written. It's formal. It's using very, very appropriate language. Everything is very well done. I liked this. Okay, not a lot of people are really skilled at doing this paragraph here about the energy and enthusiasm. Would I have liked to see this worded a little differently? Yes, I would have. But that's a small issue because the rest of it was really nicely done. The biggest problem here, do you know what it is? It's with your sign-off. Sincerely yours is incorrect. It should be yours faithfully. Okay, because you don't know the name of the person you are writing. All right, go ahead and correct these essays. Don't forget about your error correction list. Send everything back to us with your next set. Looking forward to it, so good luck with your next writing.